Hello and welcome to the Youth Collab Spotlight, where we shine a light on the young change makers who are reshaping what mining can be. In every episode, we dive into bold ideas, inspiring careers, and real impact and partnerships driving change. These are rising voices in the industry, not just observers, but active builders of a future where mining is more inclusive, more sustainable, and truly transformative. And today, I'm excited to welcome Fragoso Muhae, a mining engineer and project manager. Welcome, Fragoso. Great having you here.
Hi, Kurakwasi. Thank you for having me. It's really a pleasure to join Mining in Baba 2026 Year Collab team, and I really appreciate all the organization for giving space to young voices in our industry. My name is Fragoso Muhae, and I'm excited to be joining you in this conversation.
Thank you so much. To start off this conversation, let's start from where you are right now, right? You are both a mining engineer and a project manager, two roles that have a lot of responsibilities. For those who might not be familiar with what you do, what does that actually look like on a day-to-day, and what has been your main focus lately?
Okay, right now I serve in a hybrid role, as you said, that blends mining engineering and project management. And that combination has been a great fit. It allows me to stay close to the technical backbone of mining while leading large-scale projects through its life cycle. From studies, permitting, all the way to design, execution, operational readiness, and commissioning, my day-to-day involves coordinating multidisciplinary teams, solving engineering challenges, making sure that we deliver not just on budget and schedule, but also on safety, sustainability, and long-term value. Lately, I've been focusing on mine operational readiness and infrastructure expansion, including upgrading processing plants, tailing storage facilities, and working on systems and solutions that connects mines to regional and global markets. What I enjoy the most on this role is that it gives me a front row seat on how big picture ideas are turned into real operating systems on the ground.
So I was looking at your educational journey, and it's incredibly diverse. You started with a degree in geology, mining engineering, then you studied project management at University of California, and you also completed a specialization in major mining projects with University of Leeds. And recently you took part in the Mandela Washington Fellow. That's like a very broad educational journey. So my question is, what motivated you to pursue such a wide range of programs, and how has this mix of education helped you grow into a professional that you are right now?
Okay, to be honest, I never saw education as a checklist. For me, it had been a toolbox. I started with a degree, as you said, in geological and mining engineering, which gave me a strong technical foundation. But early in my career, I realized that to lead complex projects and teams, I needed more just than engineering skills. So I pursued a management training at the University of California in Irvine. And later I specialized in managing major engineering projects at the University of Leeds in UK. And eventually I got selected for the Mandela Washington Fellowship at the University of Nevada in Reno, which was a turning point for me. It gave me the exposure to global companies like Tesla, Microsoft, where I saw how technology, leadership, and execution can come together at scale. That mix of technical depth and my leadership development helped to shape how I approach challenges, not just as an engineer, but as a system thinker.
Okay, so you got into the Mandela Washington Fellowship, and a lot of young people getting into the sector, a lot of students, a lot of young professionals would want to also get that exposure. So what is your advice you'll give to them to be competitive and be able to set themselves apart and be able to get into these programs? And what is really their importance apart from their own degrees they're doing?
So what I could say to the young professionals is that you never stop learning. You have to make learning a habit, a daily habit, and a way of living. So in order to get in programs like these, which are highly competitive, we need to know how to differentiate ourselves from the others and stand out from the crowds. I think that's the only thing I can suggest for now as you build your careers up.
Okay. Just briefly, how have you been able to set yourself apart from others? Like everyone say, like we need to set ourselves apart. How have you been able to actually do that?
So, as I said, I've always been a lifelong learner. So, since my days at university, I've also been learning and building systems. So, this allowed me to differentiate myself both on my professional journey and also as someone seeking for opportunities outside my work. So that's what I can suggest for now. That you don't stop learning, you keep evolving, you keep progressing, and opportunities are here, are everywhere. It's just a matter for us to be open, receptive, and ready to get them.
That's a really great insight. So, going back to your work a little bit more. So, you have worked on some ambitious technical challenges, things like waste to energy concepts and like AI-driven automation. Is there a one project from your work that really pushed you and something that really stands out in your mind?
Of course, there are a lot of projects that have been technically demanding for me. But if I can choose one that stand out, was leading the review of a feasibility study for a waste to energy solution, turning coal rejects. The goal was to take what traditional has been viewed as waste and turn it into a source of electrical energy, effectively transforming a long-standing liability into a productive value-generating asset. The technical complexity for that project was significant, from optimizing combustion efficiency to ensuring that emissions remained within safe limits. But the greater challenge was in aligning the diverse stakeholders from engineering, environmental authorities, financial analysts, and around the concept that was both unconventional and untested. In the end of the in the end of the project, the pilot proved successful, but more than a technical win, it was a lesson in cross-disciplinary collaboration, the kind of collaboration that's essential when you're working at the edge of innovation. It's the mindset that they continue to bring into every project that I lead.
Air quality, land rehabilitation, and water use like is a major public concern for like many communities. From the industry best practices you have seen and things that you have led, what are the concrete steps that actually really make the biggest difference in industries like coal mining, and how do we track and scale this impact environmentally?
Okay, so in the mining in general, you cannot ignore environmental footprints, air quality, land, water, community. It's all deeply connected. But I've seen real progress when companies take a proactive rather than reactive approach. For example, using depleted mining pits for tailing storage is a smart way to reduce new land disturbance and improve safety. Similarly, investing in modular energy efficient plants for closed loop water system can significantly cut environmental impact while boosting operational performance. Digital tools like remote sensing and real-time emissions tracking are also helping with transparency. But what really moves the needle is the mindset. When environmental integration becomes part of our initial project design, not something to fix later, That's the shift that I see happening in the industry, and it's a good one.
Let's shift a little bit to the 2026 Mining Indaba theme that is stronger together, progress through partnerships. So from your perspective, what kind of partnerships have truly driven progress in areas like sustainability, innovation, and leadership? And looking ahead, in the next maybe decade, what types of partnerships or support systems do you think young professionals and change makers in the mining sector need to grow and actually create lasting impact?
The theme "Stronger Together" really resonates with me. In my experience, the most effective partnerships are the ones that bring together diverse strengths, community trust, technical know-how, regulatory insights, and long-term vision. I've seen great success when mining companies directly work with communities, not just through consultations, but through co-creation, whether in its resettlement village or training programs. That level of shared ownership leads to better outcomes. Technology partnerships are also key, collaborating with specialist vendors on AI, automation, or environmental systems that can accelerate innovation in a way that we couldn't achieve alone. And going forward, I think young professionals will need to build cross-sector alliances with governments, entrepreneurs, researchers to be really driving transformation in their communities.
Okay, so going back to a personal note, what kind of partnerships or mentorships have really been instrumental in your own personal growth as a mining engineer, as a project manager?
So one of our best gifts, either in Mozambique, in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, in Rwanda, the entire Africa, is that we are surrounded by very skilled and competent people. It's a matter of acknowledging them, sitting with them, listening to them, and taking all their advice that they have to share. The knowledge is there. The opportunities are there. It's just a matter of capitalizing. And that's what I did from the beginning of my career until today. I've been always trying to push all the people to my side, learning from them, and imitating best practices. That's why I've been building my career from the ground up to where I'm standing today. And I'm still planning to use the same methodology to build my ladder to the way up.
Let's zoom out a moment. In the mining industry in Africa, the mining industry is evolving quickly with new technologies, new ESG frameworks, and global shift towards cleaner energy. What really excites you about this coming decade in this space? And for young engineers getting into the space, many of whom are thinking of building a meaningful career like what we have done, what do you think truly makes them future ready? Beyond these technical skills, what are the soft skills, the habits, the mindsets that they actually need to have to make this difference?
What excites me, to start from your first question, what really excites me the most about the next decade is that Africa has the chance to build its mining future with intention. We are not starting from scratch. We have talent, we have resources, and now we have better tools than ever. The challenge is aligning all of these tools with bold, well executed strategies. For young professionals, I'd say this: technical skills will always matter, no matter where you go, but the real game changers are adaptability, leadership, and systems thinking. In my journey, being able to connect the dots between engineering and ESG, data and performance, community and construction has made all the difference. We are entering a time where mining won't just be about extraction, it will be about integration, people, technology, and purpose.
So just wrapping up, what really excites you about your work?
What really excites me about my work is seeing um, all my efforts making real difference in communities, in my countries. From the advantage of working in big companies or in big projects is that all our efforts are really meaningful, are really significant, and are really huge. Knowing that every day that I wake up, I go to work, I'm contributing to a better country, I'm contributing to our economy, I'm improving the lives of my communities. It's really something I'm really proud of. I would say that mining is a force for good. It builds infrastructure, creates opportunity, and unlocks value that goes beyond the pit. For me, this work has always been about more than about delivering technical solution. It's about designing systems that are smarter, more inclusive, and built to last. So thank you again for this platform.
Very much, Fragoso, for taking time to talk to us at Youth Collab Spotlight. For everyone who is listening, these are types of conversations that we'll be having with young professionals in the mining sector. So please subscribe and like.